Hey everybody, it's ALG. Welcoming everyone back to Let's Play Suikoden 3. In the last episode, we pretty much got done with some recruiting, but I actually totally forgot about recruiting a couple more people. No, actually 3 more people, I think. Anyway, let's get right down to it, and we pretty much have quite a bit of items that we have to go through, as well as lots of leveling up that I have to do off-screen, which... oh my god, I really can't wait for that, right? There's basically a set of people that I kind of recommend you guys leveling up. And I'll probably get to that in a second. And yes, you pretty much have to warp to Kel area. Wait a minute, hold on. Not the city, my bad. But you need to warp to Caleria to access the latter half of the mountain path. Hey, that kind of rhymed a little bit, but yeah, it'll be a lot faster if you go this way. So, like I said, before we meet this person, there's a list of people that I highly recommend you level up, and we'll probably talk about while we're winding up this thing. I don't know if we're going to be meeting him up here or not. Actually, I think we might be meeting him up this corridor, so I'll probably just hold off on that for a bit. Because I know he's right up here somewhere, and I just don't want to, like, start talking about it as soon as I meet him, because, well, I don't know. Because then I'd have to start talking about him again, and then people will be all confuzzled, and I don't want any of you to be confuzzled, so... I'm pretty sure it's on the screen that we meet him. This damn pathway wasn't so long, Jesus. Ah, here you are, I was right. Alright, and here's a familiar character. Pretty much a mainstay of the first 3 Suikodens. It's Futch, the Dragon Tamer. So if you guys remember from Suikoden 1, he was one of the first people that we met who pretty much transferred us to the Magic Island on his first dragon, who was black, but, well, his name was black, plus he was a black dragon, who unfortunately got struck down by, I think it was Wendy's magic. And then, yeah, it was Wendy's magic, and then unfortunately he died, and his liver was sacrificed to, wake the sleeping dragons, because it was part of the remedy of a spell to awaken the rest of Joshua's dragons. And then Futch's story continues in Suikoden 2, where he basically travels with Humphrey, who was one of the former generals of the Liberation Army. Yeah, this is Bright. As you can tell, these 2 guys are going to be some of your most powerful characters in the game. And let me tell you, Bright is just broken in this game. I mean, there's no distributing that. I mean, any monster in the Suikoden universe is generally broken, but Bright is just... Jesus. But if you remember from Suikoden 2, back when he was traveling with Humphrey, he basically... discovered Bright when he hatched as a little baby. So now he's all grown up. Well, it's 16 years after Suikoden 2, and Bright's all grown up from the little cute little hatchling, little dragon. But he still doesn't really look like a full-grown dragon, because Black was like huge. But, well, okay, that was an unintended pun right there, but... Okay, so basically what we have to do is do like a little errand for Futch here, and Hugo's not really taken to the whole flight thing that well. Okay, so basically what we have to do is look for this little girl who's basically run off. And it's very easy to find her, I wouldn't really worry about it. You just basically have to follow her. It looks like she's not wearing any underwear, but no, my mind's in the gutter, I guess. So anyway, like I said, now we get to see Bright in this game, and it's really cool how much he's grown. Since Suikoden 2, that is. Also, I think Futch is back in the Dragon Academy thing. Because if you remember, at the end of Suikoden 1, he was ousted from it because his dragon died. And the rule is, if your dragon dies, then you're pretty much stripped of that status, that dragon bearer status. So he basically had to justify his means to get back in again. And I think, yeah, I think he's back in Joshua's thing. But I don't think Joshua is even a character at this point anymore. I think somebody became the successor of the dragon rune, but I'm not sure. But yeah, this is Sharon right here, and she's actually going to be one of your characters that you're going to have to level up. So yeah, it'll probably be better if I just tell you this, like maybe later in this episode or in another episode. Hugo, what did you do that for? I mean, she's such a kid, like, running off with that stick. I don't know. Just the way she looks. She really shouldn't be handling a weapon and a shield. I mean, in my opinion, she looks a little bit too young. But then again, look at how young Hugo is. So you can't really say that, you know, somebody looks too young to be having a weapon in Suikoden games, because you can be like, I don't know, 7 years old, like in Melville's case, and still wield a weapon. I know, right? I mean, it's like they have like little kids going to war. What kind of shit is that? Oh, there's a little throwback. You have Milia from Suikoden 1. Wait, Milia? Yeah, Milia was from Suikoden 1. Okay, so apparently he's back in with the Knights, so that's good. Is it me, or does she share the same exact animations as Cecile does? No, I think it's the same exact animations. Like, even like the face kind of like looks familiar, or is similar to Cecile's. No, you better apologize. Yeah, we were trying to look for you. Well, not everybody their age, I guess. Oh, look at how handy that is, because we're right here. Alright, because we all remember how, basically, Futch, participated in, the Dinan Unification Wars, where we did actually fight against Sasarai, briefly, because, Sasarai and a little bit of the Harmonians supported Highland, in the conquest of Dunan, so... Awesome. So Futch basically joins us. Well, yeah, you really have no choice, don't you? Alright, so Futch joins the 108 Stars of Destiny, as well as Sharon and Bright. Huzzah. Futch and Sharon are very good characters. As well as Bright, obviously. Well, Bright is kind of broken, but Futch and Sharon are pretty good characters as well. Sharon not so much as Futch, but they're kind of sort of among the same levels. Sort of. But obviously I would invest a little bit more time with Futch because, well, Futch and Bright can be used as a combo, much like Hugo and Fubar can. So if you're ever interested in that, you can definitely experiment with that if you want to. I think. I don't know, I've never used Bright or Futch that extensively, except if it was for major battles. I never used them in a party in this game. So, it's really up to you, but my characters are pretty much going to be broken as is, so. Alright, we shall be going to the Chisa village next. And don't you just love teleportation? Like, oh my god, I'm so glad to have it now. It would take, like, what, 15 minutes just to get from Lake Castle to here? And it would take even longer to get to Caleria. You better add, like, another 10 to 15 minutes just to cross the mountain path over and over again. It just got so annoying after a while. So, which is always good to recruit all 108 Stars of Destiny, because it can actually help you in the long run. Because, to be honest, if they didn't have teleportation in this game would almost be unplayable after a while with the amount of content that it has in it. The amount of traveling you gotta do, it's just, ugh, you know? And it only gets worse in Suikoden 4, believe me. You think that this game was bad in terms of transportation. Suikoden 4 is like 10 times worse, from what I've heard anyway. So here we have Tuta. Or at least it looks like the behind of Tuta. Well, yeah, it's Tuta. And we haven't seen him since the very beginning of the game. Well, not the very beginning, but close to the beginning. And hopefully you brought Mio along with you, which is why I specifically put Mio in my party while I was talking over it the entire time. But anyway, bring Mio to Tuta, and he'll be right here, and you will be able to recruit him. And Tuta is one of the best people in the entire game because his healing ability is an A+. So if you put Tuta in as a support character, basically between battles, your health will be rejuvenated 100%. So you basically won't have to use medicines outside of battle if you have Tuta as a support character in your immediate party. If that helps. Also, Gordon has a similar ability as well as Mio, but Mio's and Gordon's obviously aren't as good as Tuta's, so they won't be able to 100% heal your health all the way, but Tuta will be able to, for the most part, no matter what level your guys are at. And Tuta will play a very important supportive role within the next coming videos, as we will need a lots of healing action going on here. So I don't know what was that with between Tuta and Mio, but a little action going on there, I suppose. I don't know. So we now recruited Tuta, and the list of stars just keeps on growing, guys. And we're pretty much almost done with the game. We don't have that far to go, so that's always a good thing. Especially since as long as this game is, and as long as it's been going on for about 1.5 years now, so that's pretty good. I think what else do we have to do? Oh yes, I totally forgot. There is a list of people that I have to go over, and I will be going over them right now. You should really level up Sergeant Joe, Augustine, Bazba, Boris, Cecile, Chris, Dupa, Edge, Emily, Fred, Jetto. Well, you can't really level up Jetto, but Hugo, Leo, Lily, Percival, Reed, Queen, Samus, Sharon, Sheba, Thomas, Twykin, and Big Vicky, and also Wan Fu. You should really level those guys up because they will be pretty much your main Stars of Destiny that you will be encountering or choosing from for every major battle from now on. And if you level them up accordingly, they should be at a minimum around level 45. If you level them all up appropriately and give them, I would say, blessed level armors and wares, your guys should be fine for the most part. However, I will probably be swapping those blessed armors later on with premier armors once I'm able to buy them from one of the stores around the map. But we have to progress a little bit more in the storyline first, I believe, in order to obtain those. I'm not sure yet. I'll have to look into it a little bit more. But there are definitely places where you can buy premier armors for regular buys, and which is good, because if you get them for regular buys, then your castle and inventory will have them. And once your castle inventory will have them, you'll be able to buy them at discounted rates. Pair that with Martha, and they'll be discounted even further. You can get those premier armors for much cheaper and slap them on as many people as you want, providing the fact that you have all of the prosperity set on you. on a character. So basically, if you do the prosperity set, level up with that, and basically use the appropriate support characters for getting enough potch and leveling up, you should be able to do everything else, essentially. So, yeah. Alright, so let's see, what else do we have? Might as well just check the rarities while we still are in this town. So the item shop didn't have anything. Yeah, I don't think we really have much else to do here in this town per se. Other than to... We should probably get that rune up there. Yeah, for those of you who didn't know, you can go up this ladder right here, and you can get yourself a cyclone rune. That's right. Now, with if you're playing with Chris as Flame Champion, you will not be able to get this because she cannot climb ladders with her armor for some reason. I don't know why that is. It's just a game thing. But anyway, this is ALG signing off, and I will see you guys for the next episode. Later, people.